Y'all gotta get with the program, champ. 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 Y'all gotta get with the 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 program, champ.
Okay. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine.
You good?
Yes. How are you?
Good. How you holding up with this situation? I ask everybody that.
It's all right. I gotta do what I gotta do.
Okay. Can you come into the middle of the phone so we can see you?
Come over here, Evelyn.
Oh, we got Evelyn there too?
Yes.
What's up, Evelyn? How you doing?
Fine.
I can't see y'all. Can I get both of y'all on the screen?
Just a minute.
Okay, we got a lot of people here waiting to see y'all.
Why?
Evelyn.
You know how I talk. So.
I know. They've been waiting to talk to y'all. I promoted y'all, so they want to see what's going on with Fritz Sisters. How y'all doing today, ladies?
We fine. How are you?
Pretty good.
Okay.
So we got Sheila to the left and we got Evelyn to the right, correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So you know this interview is about your brother, Harlem legend Fritz. You know, and we want to talk about his life and his legacy. You know, like a lot of people might have forgot about him, or they don't talk about him like they should. The love that he showed to the Harlem community. So we want to get the story out from y'all, because who would know better than his sisters that, you know, grew up with him, raised him, and did everything they did with him in life, you know?
Right.
All right? So how many sisters and brothers does Fritz have?
Too damn many. Hold on, about 9.
He got 9 sisters and brothers?
Yes, altogether.
Okay. So, what memories, Sheila, do you have of Fritz?
Well, we had this thing in our neighborhood when it was your birthday. We would buy cake and we'd buy one to eat, and then we have another one where we smash it in your face or something like that. You know. So we did that to everybody in the block.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
So that was the thing. So people was running and all that when y'all get the cake, huh?
Yes.
They know what time it is.
Yes.
So that was one of the fun memories you had with him?
Yes. And when I was young, we used to play certain little things. Me and him had a thing with some flour one time where I chased him. He chased me around the house and we threw flour and stuff on me. My grandmother gave us money and I had got my hair done, and when she came back and seen all this shit in the house messed up, she was kind of furious about that, but my grandfather came along and gave me money to go get my hair done again.
So y'all was a fun family, huh?
Yeah, well, he was a prankster.
Oh, he was a prankster?
Yeah.
That's all love. Ain't nothing wrong with that, you know?
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? We need some more fun like that. Families don't be having that type fun like they used to no more, you know?
Right.
A lot of the good essence of families is like, it's gone, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So Fritz had a club uptown called the Garage. Why did he decide to open up a club?
Well, first of all, he was a people person, and then again, like I said, everybody around the neighborhood used to go to Joe Grant. So you know, after a while, he wanted everybody to start coming to his place. So.
Right. And how long did he have? Was it club? Did he have it? How many years?
I can't even tell. I don't remember. Maybe like 3-4 years.
3-4 years.
Probably a little longer. I only went to the club like twice. I didn't hang out like that.
Okay. So Evelyn, did you raise Fritz?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you the big sister.
Yes.
And how was it, Fritz growing up, Evelyn?
He was okay.
He was all right. What memories you got of your little brother? A good memory.
He was okay.
No, what kind of memories do you have of him?
Who? Richard.
Fritz.
Kind of,
He was the only thing I can tell you. He was okay boy to everybody.
Uh-huh. He was a good person to everybody, huh?
yes, he was.
He
Like one of the memories for 12th Street was, like the old people. He played a lot of numbers. So he was like Ear Putton. The old people would come outside with their big red in the morning and sit out there and wait for him so he could give them the numbers.
Uh-huh.
You know, and that's what he did.
Okay.
Some days he come upstairs and he would take money and throw it out the window just for the kids and tell the other people, don't touch it. It's for the kids.
So he always looked out for the neighborhood pretty much.
Yes.
They got a lot of love at that time for doing stuff like that.
Yes. Yes. He gave bus rides. He did a lot for us.
So did you ever hustle with your brother or hustle for your brother, Sheila?
No, I was in a relationship with someone and they were doing their thing and I was kind of helping out. But when he found out, he didn't like the situation at all. No.
So he shut all that down. You didn't need to hustle because he was good.
Yeah, he didn't believe in that. He was
Can you
out
move back
there.
a little bit so I can see your face?
He was out there. He didn't want us out there like that.
Right. Does Fritz ever gamble and stuff like that?
Did he? All the time.
With the dice or what?
Well, he did dice all the time. I think it was on Super Bowl. I remember a Super Bowl. He was uptown on 45th. And he sent somebody home. They got a whole lot of money to go back up to the track, to the big track.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So, did you read the book that Harlem Heroin Miss T wrote?
I did.
How you feel about the book and the stuff that was in the book?
Well, her book is her book. You know, I'm not going to dispute her what she went through or what she know about him. That's her book.
Right.
You know?
I didn't like it because she had no business writing without request to family knowledge about it.
Okay.
She said at least come and ask the family if it was okay to put his name in her book.
Okay. All right. So Sheila, did Fritz ever go to jail?
No.
You never been in jail?
No.
Okay, that's cool.
He had a good lawyer, and
right.
I had a baby. And he had sent some money to me to come visit because I was living in Yonkers, and I came down. We all, you know, this one night, somebody had called the police for somebody in my building, but the cops never got to that destination. And we had a lot of guys hanging in the building. They were gambling and whatnot. And I was in the house with him with the baby. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, we heard the police in the hallway, and they was frisking everybody. So I had put my ear to the door, and he was looking out the peephole. And next thing I know, they said a man with a gun is in this house. And me and him was in the house. Mm-hmm. And the next thing I know, I told him to, I had handed my baby out the window to the godmother. Mm-hmm. And I turned around and asked him, could he open the door and let me out? So when I got out the door, there was a cop standing right there with a gun in my face. Wow. And he wanted me to convince my brother to open up the door. I was like, I will not do that. But eventually they end up getting into the house. And when they got here, they tore the house apart. They found a couple of pictures. They found one picture in there that my brother had. It was with my son. My son probably at that time was maybe 4 or 5. He was holding the shotgun, and now they want to tear the house up and look for the shotgun and all this stuff. But it was just a picture.
Wow. They was a little ruthless back then, huh?
Yes, they were.
So how well do y'all know, like, Ace and the brotherhood him and Fritz had?
Ace is like family. Ace is
Right.
family. Ace had a lot of love for my brother. You know, he was family.
Yeah, I talked to him. I talked to him the other day, and he just he got emotional when I started talking about Fritz. You know?
He loves him. And I know my brother felt the same way about him.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever hear from, like, Fritz's friends that he grew up with?
Well, he had a young man named Darryl. He stays in touch with us all the time, but everybody else, no.
So everybody just, they forget, huh? They ain't forget, but they just turn their backs pretty much.
When me and Tiffany first started out with the book, and I was trying to approach a couple of his friends about it and trying to see if they can help us out, something like that. Nobody wanted to be a part of it and nothing like that. So I just left well enough alone. You know, I don't believe in trying to beg nobody to do something they don't want to do. That's not how we was as a family. We don't beg.
That's right. I respect that. If you got to do that, you might as well go ahead and just do what you've been doing. That's,
Exactly.
Yeah. So, did Fritz ever get shot?
Yes, he did.
Can you tell me what happened? What happened when he got shot and stuff like that?
Well, he got shot on the corner of 112th Street here and St. Nicholas. And but I wasn't out there. I was in the house because it was funny because he was supposed to be coming upstairs to eat dinner at my house.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody ran my sister. I lived on the 5th floor. My sister lived on the 1st floor.
Right.
And somebody ran in the house to tell her. So from that, they took him in a cab to Harlem Hospital. And he was in surgery like 2 days.
Yeah. So he survived. He healed up and he was all right. So how did you feel after that? He got shot.
After that incident, he was very weak when he came home. We did what we can do, and then finally, we went down. He went down south for some rest for a while.
Mm-hmm. And he came back, and did he feel like nervous in the streets, or he just went back to business?
He just back to business.
Yeah.
He never had no reason to feel nervous. He never did nothing to nobody.
Right.
Mm-hmm. If anything, he always helped everyone out. So why should somebody really be after him?
Right. So who's Queen B to Fritz?
She was a lady that lived in our building. Mostly the people in our building, we were so close, we all started saying we were family.
Okay. So what happened between Queen B and Fritz? Why did he stop interacting with her?
Because she tried to rob him.
Wow.
She was not very nice to him when she found out that he was capable of doing his own business.
Uh-huh. So she tried to stick him up or try to get him set up or something like that, huh?
Well, she was doing her business and she wanted him to do work for her.
Mm-hmm.
Because he started out like that with her.
And
okay.
He no longer wanted to be bothered with her, so.
Uh-huh.
When the people saw that he could make this kind of money, there was no need for him to be connected to nobody.
Right.
He wanted to do his own thing.
Right. So she tried to set him up or something like that.
Mm.
That's crazy. So what do you think people know very little about Fritz?
What do you mean very little?
Yeah.
Clarify that.
Like stuff that y'all might know as family that people don't know about him.
They don't know that every night he came home, regardless where he was or who he was with, that he told my older sister everything that went down. And a lot of people don't think she knew what was going on, but they talked every morning or every night. So she knew all his business, and when somebody thought she didn't know, she knew.
So Evelyn, you and your baby brother were very close.
Yes. He's
Yeah.
not the big brother, but he's the baby brother, but we were very close.
Yeah. It sounds like that's what I heard, you know.
Yeah.
So what happened to Fritz money? The money was that he left behind or whatever.
You tell us. We don't
You
know.
don't want me to go into that.
A whole lot.
Yes, I do.
A whole
Yes, I
lot of
do.
people got it. They know who they are. They know
Huh?
who they are. We don't got to mention who they are. They know who got that money. Like Ace said, two people had the key.
Some of them is dead. Some of them is still alive. But I'm not going.
We ain't worried because every dog got his day. But I guarantee if that was them, my brother would have looked out for their family or been there. I don't worry about me because I'm still young, but this is my sister. Some of them could have came around and said, hey, you need a soda, you need something. Nobody did none of that. My brother looked out for everybody.
Yeah, well, that I know, and that I heard.
Well, for some reason, they don't remember.
Yeah, but that ain't right, though. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, you know? But you learn about people when you're in the jam, you know?
Yes.
You know, all of this and the talk and whatever they say or whatever they do. I know that he was a good boy. He had many time. He have taken care of people. He have paid rent for them.
Put
He
people
have
kids
put
through
food
college.
in people's house.
Bought cars.
And all of these things. But, you know, God is good.
All the time.
All the time. You're right about that. You see what you just said right there? That's the stuff that, the little things that I was saying, like people don't know about Fritz. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
He's a people person. He's not going to see you go without. If you came to him, trust me, he's going to dig in his pocket and you're going to be happy because he's going to send you away right. You know, he's that kind of person. You may do him wrong once. Sometimes he give you a second chance to even correct that. You know?
Yeah. See, that's why I wanted to talk to the sisters because I know whatever y'all say, I know it's 100% because that's your family. That's the love of you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure he shared a lot of precious moments with y'all that he didn't share with people in the street. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like you said, when he came home, he sit down and talk to Evelyn and tell her everything because, you know, that's his family. You know what I'm saying? That's the love. Yeah. So are you familiar with the Wild Cowboys?
I've heard of them.
They're a kidnapping crew of men who extorted drug dealers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Did they ever try to come after Fritz?
They tried.
You know a little something about it?
Like they say, they tried, but it didn't go the way they wanted to. Like at the end of the day, they passed a note to our block.
He was in the street.
No.
Like we always in the street. It's hot. It's summertime. And they came through. They did snatch him. But he had some friends that loved him well enough to chase them down and do what they had to do.
Wow. So how many attempts did they have on him?
How many what?
How many times did they attempt to try to kidnap him?
There was only one time.
One time.
It was one time. He was able to cover himself later.
Okay.
One thing about him that is funny, you know, you see a lot of guys out here doing their thing and they jewel down and this and that. You would come through our block, you ain't never see him like that. You wouldn't even think he is who he is.
Right.
He was never jeweled down. He had on a little white beater or white tee and some jeans and
never flat.
Look like nobody. Look like nobody.
Look like a regular dude.
That's right.
But that's the way to do it, though, you know?
Yeah.
If you're getting a whole lot of money, you when you're out there and flashing and stuff like that, you bring a lot of attention to yourself.
Exactly.
So, did they ever make any attempts on y'all, his sisters?
Well,
Well,
I end up, I don't know, after Rich Porter little brother, he made me move because we all lived in the same building and I had kids, and he made me move, and I moved in the middle of the night. I had an apartment waiting for me. It was a nice, beautiful duplex apartment. And I stayed there until 2000, because my grandmother got sick and I had to come back to Harlem.
So he tried to get you out the way, look, so, you know, make sure his family was good, pretty much.
Yes.
So it you know, they say that Fritz like took care of like a lot of dudes in Harlem that got big names and stuff like that. Did they ever like try to come check and make sure y'all was good?
Not at all.
don't make me laugh. You want me to laugh?
Man.
Those idiots don't know nothing about helping.
That's crazy. Because a lot of people think that Fritz family is rolling the dough and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
of course
Yeah,
do.
right.
They
Like I said, he had some keys out here to our apartment.
Box full of money. I got a box full of money. Stop telling the baby. Let me stop saying that. People think that. I got money for real. I got listen. I don't know how you say it. Piss water to throw out it.
She ain't got no water to throw out the window. That's what she said.
I know what she trying to say.
I have piss to throw out the window. So
Wow.
I ain't got no money. They can come and give me some.
But he did give some money. Somebody did approach us and told me that my brother gave an individual some money to give me and my sister. We never got that money. Never got that money.
Right now, I'm looking for anything. I don't want them to kill me saying that I'm loaded.
We ain't got no money, but it's all good. It's all good.
A lot of people out here writing books with my brother's name in it. Not only one person, it's a few people wrote books, and they never once walk up. He have children. They never offer them a dime. I mean, you know, come on. Say something. Well, you know, I'm not making much, but let me offer Fritz kids a red penny or something, you know? Come on. But this bullshit, they're using his name like it's A-OK, you know? Everybody, what the hell? They so happy about his damn name. They use it all the time and don't give up shit.
So, Evelyn, let me ask you a question. So, I talked to Ace, and he was talking about they didn't even put a mural on the block for him. How you feel about that?
No, they didn't put the.
Oh, they did nothing.
But if they was the other way around, my brother would have put a mural and everything up for you. He'd have made sure it was dust off every day. Trust me. That's how he was. Let something happen to you. He'd have took care of you.
They did shit. They did nothing.
But to know my brother, to know that he didn't want nothing from nobody. He was a giver. He was kind from his heart like that. He would give you, and that made him happy. That made him happy.
They could have asked somebody to use their building because, and I'm quite sure somebody would say yes. You know, you could use my side of my building and put a mirror up, but nobody never attempted to do it. You know.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I say, God is good.
Yeah. I mean, that's the sad though, you know. Cause I heard all the stories that he gave, but I didn't hear
all the time
stories about. I mean, just showing appreciation of what he did for a lot of people out there. A little mural or a little checking on the family, stuff like that, you know? Like you said, he'd have checked on everybody's family if he was here.
Well, the only one I can say that really do check all the time, that's Ace. That's Ace.
Ace check all the time.
All the time. Not sometime, all the time. He will call.
He ain't even in town that he checking.
Come on now.
Ace is a good dude.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. And I know if he get to come back, he gonna put that mirror up.
Sure he will. If I could find out how much it cost, I'll go put it up.
But I go by the area sometimes, people are like, yeah, that's the building Fritz lived in. But I'm like, you know, he should have a mural let you know that's definitely the block that he lived on, you know?
Yeah.
So how's his kids doing? His Fritz children. How many children he got?
What, 7?
Don't make me laugh.
He got 7 kids?
He was Mr. Lover.
Oh, he got like 7.
He got
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, 7.
5. One of his kids got shot in the Bronx. About 7 of them.
He got about 7. How they doing?
Well,
They're all grown. Like,
they're grown up, and most of them is doing. Some of them got just as much kids as he have. Yeah, he have his oldest son got about 5 of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he's doing pretty fair. You know. At least it's. I mean, no matter what, kids always need, especially when they have children. You know, it's not that people don't need.
Right.
They do need, and he have kids that need. You know, even though they are grown, but they still need. You know, because if he was here, they wouldn't want it for anything.
No,
right.
You know, they wouldn't want it for nothing.
Wow.
So that's how my brother rolled. He was a person. You know, he make money and he give it away. And money didn't. He's something like me. We don't let money excite us.
Right.
You know, if we can't help somebody else, we don't worry about that.
Right.
You know, because I am not concerned about money, and he was like me. He was not concerned. He helped people.
Right.
You know, I mean, you know, he just give it away like he.
So he throw money out the window.
You know.
He threw the money out the window?
He used to come out here and
that's
throw.
for the kids.
For the kids, he used to come out here and throw 3,000, 4,000 out for the kids.
That's for the kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing like that, huh?
Kids to
And
go
then
to
he had
school.
some kids. He had some kids. Like we had one young man that he told us that his mom was on crack, and he had 2 siblings, and she didn't buy them nothing for school. And he came to my brother. My brother gave him a garbage bag full of money. The boy says when he counted out, he had like $4,000.
Wow.
No.
Man, that's a good dude.
And so this day, and I see this guy today. He's a grown man, and he's forever tell me that story.
Wow. You see what I'm talking about? That's why I wanted to talk to y'all, because this is a story you can't get from people on the outside, you know? Only the sisters can give up these small, genuine stories that, you know, show the goodness of Fritz, you know?
Who's that?
Grandpa. Yes. Go downstairs and Grandpa.
Yeah, Sheila, move back just a little bit so we can see.
Go downstairs and tell me what it is.
So what I'm going to ask you, so didn't Fritz own a few buildings and stuff like that?
Yeah.
They gone to, huh?
Everything.
Well, he's supposed to have been involved with 2 buildings, but one of the buildings was supposedly given to Ace because they was very close. I keep going.
Mm-hmm.
It was very close.
Uh-huh.
You know, so. And what happened to the other, I couldn't tell you.
Mm.
But I know we didn't live in it.
So y'all trying to tell me that when he passed away and all that money he was getting,
Everything that he
ran off
owned
with
went with him.
They just ran off with the money.
They ran off with everything while my brother was being buried.
Wow. And they couldn't come make a pit stop to the block and see the family right quick and then go ahead and do what they had to do. All that money they had. That's something else. So
Life.
yeah. So how do y'all still in Harlem?
Yes.
I'm still
She's still on
the
112th Street. I'm on 117th.
Oh, you still on the same block, huh?
Yeah.
So when you walk around the neighborhood, do people speak to you and they show you love and stuff like that?
Yeah, the ones that know him and know me. A lot of these kids that I know them from the time they was like little babies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they lived around here. Some of them, they give me respect. They heal me. You know.
Yeah.
I don't worry about them too much, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody hurting me, but they respect me.
So did y'all ever did he ever get a documentary or anything done like that on his life?
Not that we know of.
You want to write one for me?
I would love to be a part of it. That's a real, true Harlem story right there, you know?
Right.
But there's already a few people who got their hands in on that, so I'm not with that stuff. I'm just, I just get out the stories and stuff, you know? Huh?
Who got their hands on it?
I'm not saying that I don't know of anybody who has a documentary or nothing, but I know, like you said, there's a few books out already, right?
Oh, yeah. That don't mean nothing. You can write one.
Man, y'all some nice people.
Thank you.
Y'all some nice people. I hope I'll meet y'all one day in person, you know?
Likewise.
Oh, yeah. You could come around on 12th Street. I'm in 45 Lenox Avenue, so I'm going to see Miss Evelyn right now.
The same building?
No.
Around the corner on
I
Lenox.
used to live around the corner, but I moved to a small apartment.
Okay.
So I'm in 45 Lenox.
Mm-hmm.
It's between 113 and 112.
That's right next to Black Ink.
Oh, okay. Right over there.
Yes, right next to Black Ink.
So how y'all feel about the neighborhood changing?
Oh, God, it has it.
But
it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. Anybody can do it. I think it's getting a little more out of hand because when my brothers and them were out there hustling, like you seen fiends, but you don't see them like you see them now. They don't have a little respect about it. You know, they're just out there. They stand in your hallway, wherever they can stand, and come on. You know, sometimes they walk up to you thinking you got something. Everybody don't sell.
The fiends is out there hard now, huh?
Yeah. And what's so bad? You got black and white.
Wow.
Not black. You know, now you got the white people in the neighborhood, so they doing the same shit.
And you know what? As I walk around Harlem a little bit, it's like you don't see too many, people. Most people on quarantine, but The fiends is running rampant out there.
Who you telling?
What they care? They don't care.
They're trying to get their next one.
Yeah. No
Not
mask or
only the
nothing.
fiends out there, the one who's selling to the fiends.
Mm.
Even, you know, you come around here now, you see police on each corner. That don't even look like that's slowing nobody down. They just trying to do it another kind of down low, but they still doing their thing.
Still doing their thing. That area
Yeah.
is known for doing its thing for many years, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. But they ain't doing their thing the way Fritz did his thing, though.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Like my brother made money. As soon as he made money, he'll give it to you. If you came up with you had a problem or something like that, he didn't even really have to hear the whole story. He would help you.
Yeah.
So, like I said, he's a people person, you know. But he studied you too, you know, because I seen a lot of guys come around here that wanted to deal with him. It took him like 2 or 3 days before he really messed with you because he was getting all the information about you and who you was,
Right.
and feeling you before he dealt with you.
Right.
You know,
He was smart.
he didn't just rush into it because you wanted what you wanted. He had to really feel you out.
So what's your opinion on the guy? I think they said Chuck, something like that.
Oh, we love Chuck. God
Yeah.
bless him. God bless him. Chuck was the man. Chuck was really, really cool. He ran we had what was that? A game room that Chuck ran. But his uncle was owned our building, which was Pete McDougal.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, everybody hung in the game room, you know, and he always fed the kids Franks and hamburgers. He had little pinball machines and stuff in there. At a certain time, Chuck, you know, let them play in there, but at a certain time, he put them out, send them home. Then you start seeing the big guys go in there and hang out, you know?
Yeah. So Chuck and Fritz was pretty tight.
Yeah. He lived in the building, too.
Mm. Okay. So now the neighborhood has changed and everything has changed, but y'all gonna hold it down. Y'all love that's your neighborhood, huh?
No, this is just where we live right now.
Evelyn, you not holding it down?
This neighborhood been going.
Been going, huh?
It's been going. It's been going.
No old faces?
You got old faces, but they work in some of the things out here.
Oh, man.
Hey. Well, you might be a seller, but you your best customer, because some of them are their best customers. Stop.
Wow. So anyway, listen. So I appreciate y'all coming to the show.
And we appreciate you hearing our story.
Yeah, because I got some good stuff from y'all, his family, that, you know, shows like because I hear the tales in the streets, but not hearing, you know, the goodness of Fritz as you know, as a man, as a person, looking out for everybody, caring for everybody. And then on the flip side, he didn't get he didn't get the same in return. Exactly. You know?
So when you come in to see me so we can start writing this book.
Hey, listen, I'm going to come pull up on you. I know where you at now. What's that, 45, right?
There you go.
On 12th Street.
That's right, in Lenox.
Evelyn Simmons. I'm like, hey, y'all know Evelyn Simmons?
Some people will say, yeah, I know her. She lives right in that building.
Yeah. Y'all some nice people. I don't mind meeting nice people.
Thank you.
So, you know, I'm going to come pull up on y'all about surprise one day. I'm going to have my mask on, though. Y'all don't mind, right?
No,
I don't mind, because I have mine on.
And I'm going to come say hello, you know?
All right.
I definitely got to do that because just for y'all blessing me coming to the show, you know?
All right.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
Yes. Both of y'all have good hearts, and y'all, I can tell y'all, I got good energy coming from y'all.
Thank you.
So I want y'all to have a wonderful day. And
you too. How's your family?
My family is doing blessed. My family is blessed.
They're staying in the house, right?
Yes, they are.
All
They
right,
better
now.
be. They better be in the house. I'm in the house. You know?
It was nice meeting you.
Oh, I'm going to
Okay.
see y'all again. Nice meeting y'all, too.
All
Okay.
right.
I'm going to find y'all, believe me.
Y'all gotta get with the program, champ. 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 Y'all gotta get with the 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 program, champ.